Honorable greetings. It is an amazing rise. I'm here outside. I'm about to do some more cleaning again. Maintain the space. I've realized there would be some litter that would come. Perhaps it's because beings would be out here fishing, relaxing during the evening time or whatnot. And it's the most respectful thing to do is to ensure that you keep the place clean. All right, and then it's how people dump their garbage. They might have the dog or whatever other animal that might, move it around. It just spreads the uncleanliness of litter, like having litter and garbage all over the place, right? So I'm here outside, right here outside of my property, which is the International Indigenous Supreme Court of Justice, which is where we'll be remodeling it. So I'm just outside here, closer to where Ashera is, Ashera Elohim, Mother Primordial Water, my mom, and also who I am. Alright, so yeah, I'm here, and one of the most magnificent thing is realizing that, hey, it is beautiful. It is beautiful, and we need not to worry about any war external to us. Truthfully, the war is an internal battle with self. The war that beings are speaking on is more or less the battle within self. And this battle within self is where we need to remove the colonial etiquette and energy vibration frequency from off our land masses. I am being honest and truthful. Tobago, which got its appellation inspiration from tobacco, my Carib tribe, nation, and ancestors have been here. Where I am here right now has been tobacco. Alright, and before even tobacco, we would have had the sand and thing, right? We would have like over here would have been like more sand and thing. So in a little more, we would have had coconut, and the shorelines here would have been like coconut, and we had a lot of tobacco. Tobacco is sacred, it's a sacred plant, it's ceremonial, as well as the smoke is what we use as a cleanse too. Smoke is used as a cleanse for smudging and different things as with respect of healing. Alright, so beings who are not as educated about it, I have no problem at all with educating you, or perhaps not as educating, but enlightening you of the truth, rather than any, fabricated illusion. Alright, so the war is an internal battle, because here is what is happening. We have transatlantic slave trade colonizing the wealth identity of the indigenous peoples, and I do not respect and honor that. I do not respect and honor it. You all need to get it together and understand that Allodial, also known as Tobago, did not begin with a slave trade. It did not begin with a transatlantic slave trade. So, as the highest imperial majesty, Goddess Shasta Trinity, also known as Ternicka, Simmons-Solomon, Vincent, Adams, Mahabal, White Hawk, White Eagle, Rainbow, the Primordial, Indi-go, Asiatic, Mio, Amerindian. I am the Queen Chief. Alright, I am the Empress, I am the Goddess of all dimensions. And you see, when it comes to certain things, I know that my ancestors have been here. So it would have had those who want to play, Trinidad, who born Trinidad and who not from Tobago, kind of games when it comes to opportunities and, being respected and not being insulted by having copy-paste genetics, copy-pasting my authenticity, and making it theirs, alright, for $0.00. Disrespectful. My foreparents are the foundation of Allodial Tobago. We have always had our own trade throughout the Americas. We communicated with other indigenous tribes around the world. We are Tar-Taria. We didn't come from an incubator where our DNA has been tampered with. We are not the Cabbage Patch Babies, Primordials. We are not the Cabbage Patch Babies, the Primordial Indigos. We are from Ashera Elohim. She is the mother of Nine Ether. And when I say nine ether, I'm not referring to everything that is that you see and has melanin as nine ether. No. There are those that have been NPCs, the clones. Cabbage patch. Don't watch my hair, texture, and think that I'm African. No. I'm not speaking on any genetic, but I'm rather more or less speaking in the truth, in the retrospect of the truth. I am not an African. So don't think that you're watching my hair and the fact that I have locks, I think that I'm African. No. The Indigos, the blueprints of Asiatic is who I am. The blueprint of Indi is who I am. Alright? I am the blueprint. I am the swarthy being. Look at my phenotype is different. Okay? So do not watch my hair or my melanated swarthy, appeal and misclassify me as Negroid or Nigga. I am none of the above. I am Naggas. So when we speak about the Kundalini royals, the Naggas, this is where we're speaking on. And in regarding the Naggas, it is the combination of ancient Kemet, Egypt and Ethiopia. The first Egypt and Ethiopia is in the Americas, Ta-Meri. Alright? There has been a copy-paste to erase alignment that sought to erase the originals of everything, but we're taking it all back now. We are not the slave trade. We are not this transatlantic slave trade. And the continent of Africa has enough for the African beings. Alright? There is enough resources for the African people. So they need not to be in a way where they want to colonize and still pass on the colonial trauma etiquette to the first peoples. It will not happen under my watch. Alright? We are adjusting all these things, and it's not a racial thing, because I've realized that the moment they hear, okay, you come from, you have roots in Trinidad, or you have your appellations may seem as, on the Indi side of it, or according to them, it's not a Tobago name, a Tobago face. You all don't even have a Tobago name or a Tobago face, to be quite truthful. Because Tobago name and Tobago face is the Primordials, Amerindian, the American Indian. We are the foundation. So all who talking about Tobago name and Tobago face, you still don't have no Tobago name and Tobago face. We are not the transatlantic slave trade. Respectfully, we are not. Alright? So Nine Ether Elohim speaks on the Indigos, the Indi, the Indu, the Inde, the Indo. Alright? Combination with all of us together as one. Ancient Kemet, the hieroglyphics. We have the Tamil, the Sanskrit, and we have the Patri from the Buddha. Buddha and all is a Indi-go. Buddha is my complexion. And the Dravidian gods had dreadlocks as well. So before anything got adapted into a religious spectrum, it has always been the gods and goddesses of Tar-Taria. Alright? As the origin, the blueprint. So Tar-Taria is to America. After the great flood of Tar-Taria, they were being so forgot. They were being so, they were gone. Ta-Meri. And then it had the interruption based on what was already made as the clones. The Nephilim and the Anunnaki cloned to try to replicate the original blueprint, which is Elohim. Elohim, who I am, they always want to replicate me. In a long time, they always playing copy-paste to erase genetical games. Alright, but you all would not be successful. No one beats the Most High. Alright? So, in this circumstance now, there is no war external to us. So we need not to worry and raise any, scare tactic or to be fear-mongering or, none of the above. The war is internal. Internal because there are entities who are becoming said colonizer themselves, because it has been within their DNA coding as traumas. So we stop it. We stop it. Much love. The day is beautiful. I am here at my property. I am the owner.